The protein obsession. How wellness trends turned food into a metric. The latest wellness craze isn't a new supplement or detox tea, it's protein. From viral boy kibble recipes, ground beef and white rice, relentlessly repeated, to protein-infused everything, Pop-Tarts, frozen pizzas, even breakfast pastries. The internet is obsessed with maximizing protein intake. This isn't just a fad. It's a reflection of how modern health culture reduces nutrition to numbers, often at the expense of actual well-being. The rise of protein maxing, boy kibble, is the latest example of a trend that's been brewing for years. Influencers promote these bland, hyper-focused meals as the ultimate solution for muscle gain, weight loss, or just optimization. This obsession isn't new. It's the logical extension of earlier trends like Soylent and Huel products that promised efficiency over enjoyment. The core appeal is simple. Protein is the macronutrient that feels essential, the building block of the body. But the wellness industry doesn't just sell protein. It sells the idea that more protein is always better. This protein maxing mindset has been fueled by several factors. The popularity of GLP-1 medications for weight loss, a resurgence of ultra-thin beauty standards, and the relentless push for self-improvement on social media. The result? People are consuming extreme amounts of protein, sometimes exceeding 200 grams daily, despite limited scientific consensus on the benefits. The science and the grift, the truth about protein is nuanced. It does help with satiety, muscle repair, and hormone regulation. Healthcare providers often recommend prioritizing protein for weight management or diabetes control. But the wellness industry twists these facts to sell extreme solutions. Influencers preach about optimizing protein intake, ignoring the importance of fats, carbs, and micronutrients. This leads to dangerous imbalances. Overconsumption of protein can cause kidney stones, liver problems, or cardiovascular risks. Yet, many are fixated on hitting arbitrary numbers, driven by fear of missing out or the belief that more is always better. The recent surge in protein-fortified junk food, protein Pop-Tarts, protein chips, exemplifies this problem. Brands exploit the protein obsession to market ultra-processed foods as healthy. The government's role and consumer confusion. The situation is complicated by conflicting messages. The U.S. government recently doubled its recommended protein intake, suggesting 100 grams for a 150-pound person. But experts argue that many Americans already meet these guidelines, making the dramatic increase unnecessary. Meanwhile, consumer confusion is rampant. Recent controversies, like the Consumer Reports investigation into heavy metals in protein powders and the lawsuit against David Protein Bars, accused of falsely advertising macros, further erode trust. These scandals reveal the lack of regulation in the supplement industry, leaving consumers vulnerable to misleading claims. The future of protein paranoia. The wellness industry thrives on anxiety. The relentless marketing of protein products, combined with fear-mongering about deficiencies or contaminants, creates a cycle of paranoia. People are bombarded with conflicting advice, from influencers pushing extreme diets to brands selling protein-washed junk food. As AI-powered nutrition coaching becomes more prevalent in fitness apps, the problem will likely worsen. These algorithms often prioritize protein over holistic nutrition, reinforcing the idea that more is always better. The most radical take, maybe simply eating a balanced diet and questioning wellness trends is enough. The obsession with protein isn't about health. It's about control, optimization, and the illusion that a single macronutrient can fix everything. And as long as that illusion persists, the wellness Wild West will continue to thrive.